Here's an update on setting up our fence, and we've never done this before, so we've been learning from people. As you can see, we already set up this side. It's completely set up now. Well, I guess 99% because I still have to put some of the rings in the middle so that it could be tight on each bowl. So far we put 1, 2 rings, but then I have to put the middle ones. And I believe in the last update, we hadn't set up like this row or that row or any other row except for like the one over there on the poles. But you know, we've made incredible progress. And so yeah, the part over there already has the fencing as well. You just really can't see, I think. And yeah, this is how it's looking like. We're very happy with the results. We've learned a lot. Honestly, I thought like setting up the fence, like the actual fencing part would be the hardest part, but it's the poles. It's definitely the poles. And of course, if we didn't have the bobcat, we would have had like a really tough time setting it up, including the poles, because we had to like we ended up figuring out that we could bring along the cement with a bobcat instead of like hurting someone's back by lifting it up on the ATV. So yeah, right now I'm just using some of the earlier daytime where it's like not that hot to put more of the rings I mentioned before. And yeah, you're gonna see me do that. I am not the best at it. I'm still learning. I set up some of the ones for the kennel for the kids. So I have some experience. Believe me, I was extremely slow because I had never done that before. I'm still slow, but I can tell the difference for myself. And yeah. So in this instance, I'm trying to kind of untangle and also cut a piece that's big enough for it to become like my guide for the next pieces. So actually cutting the wire can be kind of tough, and every time you'll see me like using both of my hands, so I'm not that strong on one hand. But once I cut off the first piece, I just use it to cut the next ones up to approximately the same size or bigger. The bigger it, doesn't negatively affect that much, but just don't want them any smaller. And so yeah, I first cut off a lot of pieces so that I have a good chunk and I don't have to keep going back to this like these steps too soon. So I've just developed this process after I have several of them. I tried to get them kind of the same, but as you can see, obviously it did not. Also they undulate, so whatever, as long as they're not too short. But anyway, after I have a couple, I want to give myself a break from like doing this with both of my hands, because I'm not that strong. Oh my god, I hurt myself. Just saw the blood. I guess when it bounces, it's kind of sharp. Can't focus. But yeah, it's kind of sharp. But anyway, it's fine. So after I do this, I notice that like this is not very flexible. So I have to put it through the fencing and the tube. So I have to go like this. So like the fencing's holes are not this wide. So I figured like I can just bend it, one in the middle for the for the back of the pole, and this for the side of the pole, and this for the other side of the pole. And then if I want to just put some bends right here, and then like this is gonna help me because when they touch together, it is easier like to cross them like this and then like twist them, and then I'll show you the process. But a little bit, but I don't want to close them that much because then there's not enough space to actually fit the tube in before I twist them. So anyway, I don't know if there's a better way because I've never done this before, so I'm just like going with what I think. Yeah, I was gonna say it was funny when we were setting up the fence, because the rain came like suddenly. Like, I think I've talked about this before. Like, the weather here is not as predictable, and I don't know if it's because of climate change, but I mean, I guess certain areas are affected more. But yeah, we had to stop like suddenly, and it was pouring, and then we just had to wait. You know, like we had to surrender to nature, which is you know, something that we've done for 100. I don't even know how many years actually. I wanted to exaggerate, but it would just sound very trying to be historically accurate, but no, I was just trying to exaggerate. I have no idea for how long, and it just felt like, I don't know, for some reason it felt good, like someone's telling us to stop, like nature. And yeah, it's kind of annoying. It's not as annoying as doing something else more complex, but yeah. I don't know, I thought that was interesting because I don't think many things would stop us, like more in like city areas, except for the rain if you're in California, or thunder, because people get freaked out. I think I mentioned before that we went to Walmart and it suddenly started pouring, and there were some thunderstorms, and everyone was just walking around Walmart like nothing was happening, doing their dandy shopping, our dandy shopping. And then it was just like the parking lot was like you could not walk with sandals on and like not inundate your feet. Like that just doesn't really happen in California. But anyway, yeah. So my process after having a couple of these is to count from the very top ring. You can't really see, but I'm just counting. So I count like about 7 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so I check that there's enough, like this space is not wide enough. Like, I mean, it's not that wide. Or if I cannot just move up and down. This one, I think there's all of them look the same, so there's not much of a choice. I'll just have to deal with it. Yeah. So I kind of try to remember where my mark is. Put it here. Put it here to remember. I figured that I can just put these on my boot if they will go in. Like, they don't really hurt because they're like rings. There they are. So I do this one. Oh, this is kind of a bit short, but I guess I'll just have to deal with it. So once I have it through, I bend it towards here so that it can help me out. And then this one, the same thing. And I try to do this slowly because I definitely do not want to pinch myself and then get so angry and annoyed that I won't want to continue. And then I think about which way this ended up being, like if this one on top was on top or this one on top. So because this one is on top here, I will definitely take advantage and wrap it towards this side so that this ends up effortlessly going on top of that one. So here we go. Sometimes it doesn't work. And it's going. It's not going to be in the center, and sometimes I also have to pull towards me so that I pull more of that ring, the wire, and then it will tighten more. And then over here I'm happy with that much twisting, so just gonna try to twist it away from me, in case like when people or my kids are around, they don't get easily poked. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for joining.